What's up guys, it's Captain's Production 72 with another collection video. I did one on Friday and here we are doing it again, and this one's even more outrageous and even harder to set up and takes up a hell of a lot more room than the minifigures did. So if you haven't seen the minifigure collection video, go see that one. That one's quite big, and like this one, I'm going to have to come up with a new system for next year. So whereas the minifigure one is simple enough to require, hey, maybe another base plate or two, this is to the point where I might not be able to film one of these for a few years because it's gotten so out of hand, at least how many sets I have, and it's just kind of crazy how big it has been getting. Um, as far as the amount of set goes, I'm not really sure how many sets there actually is, because some sets have extra parts to them, so if I was to count, I'm guessing there must be at least 50 here, right? I'm not really sure. I've never actually tried counting, and you can't all see it within one shot because there is some elsewhere. But you know, once I lift up the camera, it'll be very obvious where they are. I've been collecting for 7. It'll be 7 years this year. I've been buying like the Star Wars sets, and there's a lot here. The newest set is Duel Mandalore from the summer of 2021. The oldest set is an X-Wing Starfighter from 2006. So this year, I would say I've bought a fair amount of sets between this and last year's video, and I'm betting that this video will do even better than last year's. But yeah, there's a lot of sets, and there's a lot of areas that if you've seen the previous one, you'd probably know where I've been buying from, but let's get into this giant collection. So here's the complete setup, as you can see, and of course we have some sets up there. I don't know what its current value is. A lot of these sets constantly change their value. Some go up, some drop a little bit, but most of them do go up. I think I basically last week I went on Brickset and tallied up all of these sets by their value back when they were for sale. You know, the original retail price, and it is almost £2,000 going by retail. But yeah, some of these, by the way, do have minifigures in them. Not all of them do. See, I display some sets with the minifigures, and some of them just have the minifigures next to them. Again, there is a separate video for that. If you look on the channel, it is in my most recent videos. But yeah, let's start up the back over there. So, given I have very little room to stand or to do this video, I'm having to stand on the bed. But back there we have the 2018 Sandcrawler, which is the downsized version. We have the 2019 Anakin's Pod Racer, the 20th anniversary one. We have the 2015 Force Awakens Millennium Falcon. We have the, from March 2021, the Viper Probe Droid, the kind of UCS style one. Moving along to that, my most recent purchase, the 2012 Jabba's Palace. And up here we have 6 of the 501st Legion Clone Trooper set, along with one classic Star Wars set, which is the 8014 Clone Walker Battle Pack, which one of the first ones you'll see that has minifigures in it, along with the 2017 Yoda Starfighter, 2 of the 2011 Battle Pack speeders, and another one which is from the 2011 set battle for Geonosis. Changing our angle over here, we have the TIE Striker from 2016 from the movie Rogue One. Come over here, we have the 20th Anniversary Slave 1, also from 2019. And behind this, the Emperor's Throne Room, we have the Twilight from 2008. Coming along here, we have the 2009 Republic Attack Shuttle, followed by the Death Star Duel. And then the oldest set in the collection, the 2006 X-Wing Starfighter. Move along here, we have some separate stuff, starting with the 2009 AAT, which again is one of those really cool sets I own from the Clone Wars, which is now going for quite a bit of money. We have the 2011 Geonosis, well, not Geonosis cannon, it's from the Battle for Geonosis, but it's like one of those proton cannons. We have 2 of the 2009 Corporate Alliance tank droids, and over here again, some of these sets have minifigures on them. Over here we have the Carbon Freezing Chamber from 2016 with Luke and Vader dueling on top. Coming down here we have the 2020 Anakin's Giant Interceptor, along with the 2008 mini V19 Torrent, and the 2016 Obi-Wan's Jedi Interceptor. We have two versions of the Droid Escape Pod, 2012 and 2016, with two of the 2008 Rebel Speeder Battle Pack builds. We have a Snow Speeder from 2019, it is the 20th Anniversary Edition, along with the 2007 one, which has too many figures, Dak and Luke on top of it, which is from the 2007 Hoth base set. Come along here, we have the 2008 Anakin's Jedi Starfighter, which was the very first Clone Wars set released. In fact, this came out about 6 months before Clone Wars did, which is a fun fact about that set, and also had two different box arts. Moving along, we have the 2017 Republic Fighter Tank with a Clone Gunner in the top, and here we have the Pirate Tank from 2009, which is a really cool set. Moving over here, which is one of the ones that has probably the most minifigures, we have this is called Hoth Echo Base. I think this is called Echo Base. It's from 2009. This is actually the only 10th anniversary set I currently own, and it's vastly popular. Different years of different Snowtroopers: 2007, 2009, 2012, and some 2016 versions. Behind that is the January 2021 TIE Fighter, which is the smallest version, which ironically it looks, the box art is Return of the Jedi, but it looks a lot more from the Star Wars Rebels given the shape of the cockpit. It has that more animated look. Over here we have the turret that came with the 20th Anniversary Snowspeeder with the Rebel from that set on top of the turret. Here we have the Hoth Echo Base doors, which has quite a few minifigures on it itself. It also has the back piece, these two bits at the back that can swing out. We have Han Solo, we have a couple of Rebel troopers, Pilot, Han and Leia, Chewbacca, and got this other turret which is also part of that same set. Coming down here we have one of very few sequel sets. The sequels is not something I bought a lot from, and it is a mini polybag TIE Fighter from 2015. We have the 2017 Darth Vader's transformation here. Coming along we have the 2020 dual on Mustafar set with Anakin and Obi-Wan. We have the 2017 Desert Skiff with the Sarlacc next to it, the 2010 Luke's Land Speeder, and the 2020 Obi-Wan's Hut with a First Order cannon in the back, which I think is a 2018 set. Moving over here to the front, we have the 2017 Luke's Land Speeder with the 2017. It's a speeder from the Bounty Hunter Battle Pack, which was a thing. I have one of the Planet Set series. It's the only one I own. It's the Naboo planet from January of 2012, and again, it's one of the ones here that I've actually left the minifigure on. Very cool dome, to be honest. These pieces, I do plan to get one of these. Very cool, and they're surprisingly cheap given that it was a limited run series of sets. And of course we have the Sarlacc behind that, again from that set. We have the crane, which can remove the engines from Snowspeeders. It's from the 2007 Hoth Echo Base set. We have the Death Star cannon which is basically just a Death Star set, like came with Royal Guards and some gunners. I think it's called Death Star Battle Pack. We have the one Mandalorian set that I own, and it's the Trouble on Tatooine. We've got Din Djarin, Grogu, and a Tusken Raider there. It's a Tusken Raider 10. And there's the speeder bike from that set. Here is like the throne room from, I'm going to move that forward so you can see duel on Mandalore with Darth Maul and Ahsoka Tano in the throne room. We also have the sarcophagus from that set. And I always forget what this is called, but I know they use it to shoot at the Krayt Dragon in The Mandalorian. Whatever that is, it looks like a bug to me. And we have a speeder, which is a First Order Battle Pack speeder. Moving along to down here, we have Han Solo speeder from Solo, Star Wars story, along with the 20th Anniversary Imperial Dropship Battle Pack and the 2015, I think it's one of the only battle packs based off Rebels, the Rebel TV series. It's also based off a Kenner toy from the 1970s, and it's the Stormtrooper. It's one of the few battle packs with 4 Stormtroopers, and it's really good. We've got one of the only microfighters I own, and it's the TIE Advance from Star Wars Rebels. Behind that we have one of the more recent things, and it's the 2021. It's from one of the magazines. I think there's a couple of these throughout this collection. I'll point them out. and it's the Turbo Tank. It's probably my favourite build they've included in one of those. Really, really cool set. Another one from, I think, 2020 or 2019, and it's the A-Wing, which, again, like, given these are magazine builds, these are pretty cool. We have, obviously we have that version, but we also have, sorry about that, I was just repairing the wing. I'd fallen behind the planet set, and this is a really cool set. It's one of those older battle packs I own. I think in fact, this and the Rebel ones that went up against it are the oldest battle packs in this collection. But yeah. Again, here's a big overview of the entire collection. This only covers my Star Wars collection, because I do have other stuff that I've not included. For instance, I did not include anything from, Advent calendar builds. I just didn't see them as worth including because they take up a bit much space when I'm actually very limited. Try to get these all in there neatly. I do also have things from Speed Champions, Mario, Ninjago, and just things like that wouldn't really get included because they're not Star Wars. This collection's been going on for 7 years now, and yeah, it's getting big. It's getting to the point where I can't really film it in here because my door's right there, and I'm kind of. I think once it gets to about here, that's when videos will stop. But I can see myself surpassing that quite easily, because this is outrageous. Obviously, during the year I switched rooms and stuff, so it's like, yeah, I used to have a giant open space for doing this. Now I don't. Well, again, very cool. There's some very rare things in here, and things that have been going up in value a lot. For instance, the thing I bought most recently, the 2012 Jabba's Palace, it started to go up in value because of the Book of Boba Fett, and that's probably the purchase I'm most pleased about here, at least recently. And there's a few other things here that are becoming worth quite a bit of money as well. We have the 20th Anniversary Slave 1, and one that really surprised me that I looked up was that Sandcrawler at the back. It's considered the worst one. It's the smallest. It doesn't include all the correct minifigures or anything like that, but because of its inclusion in, I think, season 1 of The Mandalorian, it's weirdly become worth a lot of money because you see Din Djarin climbing up it. So, yeah, there's that. I mean, again, there's a lot of really cool and kind of rare things here that I'm happy I bought when I did, because I probably wouldn't be able to buy them, or I wouldn't be able to justify spending the money on them now. The set that I paid the most money for here was Jabba's Palace. I paid about £200 to get that set, although given that it's going up continuously, and mine was a sealed one, I think I got in there when I did, because the Book of Boba Fett is causing that thing to skyrocket even more. So yeah. So here we are. This is a video I enjoy doing. I only do it once a year, so it's like the biggest change is kind of like how when I do minifigure collections, or when I do the Clone Army thing, which is only a few months away actually, because I do those in May. Particularly I do them on May the 4th. I don't think I need to explain why, but this collection is growing crazily. And it is kind of crazy to see it all lined up like this, because I never ever see it like this. It's always on the shelf, or whenever it isn't on the shelf, it's always in small parts when I'm cleaning them, or maybe, I don't know, rearranging the shelf. It's like, it never comes off in huge giant pieces. If I was to pick out my favourite sets here, my favourite sets, that Hoth Echo base doors would be one of them. Surprisingly, that 2021 TIE Fighter is one of them. The 2006 X-Wing, the Slave 1, Jabba's Palace, the Twilight is one of my all-time favourites, and there's a lot of sets here that I really do like. One that I wasn't sure on when I first saw pictures of it, the Probe Droid set, is now probably my top 10. It's a really cool display piece to have on the shelf. There's a lot of stuff here that just looks really, really cool next to each other. And after this video, I'm probably going to end up changing the entire shelf, because I've kind of got a few ideas on how I want to do that. So I should probably point out here what I want to get for the next version, and if there will be another version of this video next year. See, this is a video, and I don't think it's any surprise, the bigger your collection gets, and given if you have a lot of space or not, it kind of gets harder to do every time over and over. Like, this only just worked. Like, if I had any more bigger sets, this would not have worked at all. And it's a good thing I didn't include sets from other themes. if I want, what I would like is I'd like to try and get the 2012 version of the X-Wing. That's one of the things I went after this year. Is I tried to get some of the 2012 sets, because that's a year that I have a lot of nostalgia for when it comes to sets. So I've been getting a few of those. For instance, I got the Droid Escape Pod, I got the Naboo Planet, I got the Jabba's Palace. I only got a few because there was other things I did buy during the year. Like I bought the TIE Fighter, I bought the Mandalorian sets. That's another thing I'd like. I'd like a couple more sets from the Mandalorian TV show. That would be something that I would like to do, as well as anything they release for the Book of Boba Fett. I'm really enjoying that series. I know a lot of people for some reason aren't, but whatever they release for that, I am definitely in on it. I think they're going to be re-releasing the Palace, or doing a Boba's Palace. So who knows? That could be cool. But yeah, this is something I've really enjoyed filming, and I hope you guys enjoy watching. I can't guarantee one of these will happen next year, right? I've got a whole year to. You never know what will happen. Or maybe this room will get rearranged in a way where it could have more space, but that's extremely, extremely unlikely. There's only so many configurations, given the furniture in here, it would work. So, like, that would require a lot of thinking to pull off, and it probably can't be done. So, I mean, there's that. But I've really enjoyed doing this video, and I would happily do another one of these again next year if it's possible. Who knows, maybe I'll only buy like another 5 sets during this year. Probably not, but probably end up buying more than that. If you've watched this channel for a while, we both know that I can't control myself. But yeah, would I ever sell this? Probably not. I do, for the most part, have all the boxes and instructions to every single set here to my knowledge. The only ones that I know I don't have the box to is I don't have the box to my Microfighter. I don't have the box to the Microfighter or the Rebels Battle Pack. I also don't own the box to the... what's that set called? I don't have the AAT box, and I don't have the X-Wing box either. And I know I don't have the one for the Twilight. Other than that, I think I have all the boxes. I know I've got all the instructions, obviously. But yeah, I would say this is one hell of an achievement, this collection. This is a pretty cool collection, and it's one that, it's a shame how you guys only get to see the whole thing like once a year, but I think that makes it even more special when I do the video. I'm just going to give you guys one last look over it. So yeah, I'm going to let you guys see it, because this could be the last time for, who knows, a good few years, because it's not like I'm going to, next year or a year or two I'll have more space. This is literally... this is something that might not happen for a long time unless there's some crazy way to do it. I was going to do it on the bed, but it wouldn't look right. It just wouldn't work. And I have thought about, making it go all the way around the room, but that's not really something I want to try and do. Because then, I need to be able to walk around. I can't walk up to any of these sets, because all the space has been taken up. So yeah. I've really enjoyed making this video. The next type of video you have, or at least type of video that's similar to this, that's coming, is the Clone Army video on May the 4th, which will be a fun video. This collection is just outrageous. The ones I know that I've bought since the last video, because you're probably wondering that one. For those of you who don't know, see, the Probe Droid, Jabba's Palace, I bought 2 more of those battle packs. Which I'm actually trying to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Anakin Starfighter, that's 5. The Escape Pod, that's 6. The Naboo Planet, that's 7. 8, 9, 10. So looking about to see if there's more. So far I've counted up to 10. Okay, that's actually the final number. So I've actually bought 10 sets. I'm just double checking here, just looking around to see if there's anything else I recall doing. No, the final number is 10, so I bought 10 sets within 2021. Which you're probably wondering, that's not really worth making a video, but yeah, I do what I want. So yeah, hopefully, who knows, maybe there will be one next year, maybe there won't, but just show you guys in detail all of them all the way over. But yeah, I thank everyone who watches this channel, because if you don't watch the channel, I wouldn't do one of these. Obviously, I don't get paid by YouTube. I'm basically funded off from my family. I got quite a few of these as gifts, for Christmas and for birthdays, and obviously some of it I fund myself from work. So very lucky I have a big collection like this, and hopefully it continues to grow, and hopefully there's a way to do one of these in the next year. One idea I did have this year that I didn't implement was taking the bed and just moving it right over there, but only so I could film this. Didn't end up doing it. Who knows, maybe that'll be next year's solution. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this collection video. Like, comment, subscribe, because more stuff like this. Many of these sets will be getting reviewed in 2022. The Slave 1 and I nearly call it Boba Fett's Palace. Jabba's Palace will be probably the first two that I do, given their how relevant they've become with the new show. But yeah. Next video will, I'm not guaranteeing one on Friday, but definitely next Tuesday will be the next video.